Hi, my name is Hannah Strachan, and I'm submitting a video interview for a potential job interview as specified by my SPC 4064 professor, Professor Matthews. The first question I am to be answering is, tell me about yourself, and what I'd like to say about myself is, first of all, of course, my name. My name is Hannah Elizabeth Strachan. I'm a junior at UNF, and I'm actually looking for an internship in advertising or public relations. I enjoy the beach, listening to music, performing music, and many other things in my free time. But as far as professional interest, I love the advertising field, marketing research, and I'm looking for to complete an internship in 2014 as far as that is concerned. Three strengths that I would like to speak on are that, number one, I am a team player. I do listen to my coworkers and take into account what they have to say on many occasions. I think this is probably the most important thing while working in the media, and it's absolutely a necessity that I employ in my own life. Being responsible is very important in taking accountability for your work as far as research goes, and researching important topics, and being on time to work, being responsible as far as things that I've created, and I'm an extremely responsible person. And I'm also a great listener. When it comes to customer service and PR things, I think that this is where I'll really succeed, because I understand that listening is absolutely essential to promoting trust in customer service, and I do and will employ this in my future career. As for the third question, as to a weakness that I have, I do see myself as a bit of an overachiever of sorts. I expect myself to have standards of excellence, and sometimes I may expect that of others as well. Although I try to only worry about myself in work scenarios, I think that that everybody should be held to a standard of excellence, and so I think that may be a possible weakness that I have. Being a team player, I already kind of went over this a little bit, but yes, I really am a team player, and I think that it's important to have a cohesive team unit, because if one person is out of sync, then obviously there's no I in team. So you can't just act like a rogue person if you want to be a cohesive part of a great cooperative team, performing good tasks and coming up with great ideas. So you have to be open to others and think in the way that you might not always be accustomed to thinking as far as that goes. I've had so many rewarding college experiences. It's just unimaginable to be able to explain all of them. All of the different professors that I've gotten to know and all of their different walks of life have been really great for me to hear about and to kind of decide what I want to do and to hone my own skills. I've also learned through school to appreciate diversity in my different colleagues, and to really realize that even though my view may be different from somebody else's, doesn't mean that their view is wrong, and it doesn't mean that they have a bad view. It just means that I'm different, and that kind of thing should be celebrated, I believe. So I think that's my most rewarding out of all of the good college experiences that I've had. I think that's the most rewarding, definitely. A situation where I had to quickly adjust to changes over which I had no control. Being a resident of St. Augustine, I do commute to Jacksonville Monday through Friday in order to attend school at UNF. And oftentimes, I try to predict for changes in traffic patterns as far as this goes, but oftentimes I'm simply unable to, and I don't really have control over these things many times. So to prepare for this, I leave quite far ahead of time, usually an hour at least ahead of time, to prepare for those things. Stay calm. Realize that I am commuting, and it's better for me to get there in one piece than to be rushed and frantic, and just kind of stay calm through everything, even if sometimes it might seem a bit chaotic on the interstate. I pretty much just stay calm and leave ahead of time, and planning is just really, really important with that. So what kind of a supervisor do I work best for? I would say that I really work best for anybody. I'm really open to listening and taking directions, and I've had actually some harder people to work for in the past, and I find that just making those people happy at all costs is integral to being a great employee. I do, however, find that I work best with bosses who have consistent standards, and that helps me kind of gauge what I should be doing on a consistent basis, and I do like consistency. But if I had a boss that wanted me to reinvent myself all the time, I think that I would be available to adapt to that as well. So really anybody. I'm accustomed to all different types of people. How do I determine priorities and scheduling my time? Planning again. I think this is the most important thing with that. I keep in mind